Today I have a pretty mega challenge ahead of me. I'm here in Singapore and I have set myself the challenge of attempting to cycle the entire country. Singapore's a small country, but that doesn't mean this is going to be an easy challenge.
Oh, come on.
For anybody that doesn't know, Singapore is actually an island, so my route today is going to attempt to cycle the whole coastline of the island, so the whole way around it, or as much of it as possible anyway. I have a rough map for the journey and it's going to be roughly in around 150k, which is, for me, a mega cycle. I'm not a cyclist, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I think it might take me up until about 12 hours to do it, or that's the goal I'm setting myself anyways. I want to complete it within 12 hours. If I do, I'll be very, very happy with that. But I suppose we better get this kick-started because I have a mega journey ahead of me. Let's get going.
My cycle started in the East Coast Park down in the south of Singapore, and the route I'm going to be following today is actually a route that Singapore is currently developing, so you'll be able to cycle the whole island. It's called the Round Island Route, or the RIR, and at the minute they've only finished half of this path. So the first half of my cycle should be pretty simple and straightforward and look a lot like this, going through different park connectors, following the coastline. But the second half's going to be a bit more tricky because I'm going to be on my own. There's going to be no routes like this and I'm going to have to create my own path.
So there is a lot of activity happening here in the East Coast Park this morning. There's loads of people out doing yoga, doing Zumba, different stretches, running, walking dogs, cycling, rollerblading, you name it, it is happening here. And we've also come across this area here at the moment, which is a campsite. And only recently have I discovered you can actually go camping in Singapore. Here in the East Coast Park, you can apply for a permit to come down and pitch a tent right on the coast. So there's lovely tents just sitting here. Don't know if you can see them behind me, there's only a few of them, but they're right on the coastline. In front of them is like a nice wee beach area, and then all the cargo ships out in the distance. It's honestly a stunning morning. The sun has just come up about 30 minutes ago there as well, and it is just beaming down. I can feel the heat already, which is going to be an intense struggle today, but we're just going to keep pushing on, and I do believe I can achieve this goal, but we will have to wait and see, but staying hopeful. Look at this, we have a full wakeboard park in the middle. That's mad! Check out them ramps! Crazy! We might have to come back. Woo! Feel it, please! Yes! This has to be one of the most badass skate parks I think I've ever seen. Check out that boy! Wow, it is massive. I don't believe my bicycle is made for that kind of park today, so I'll just give that one a miss. I think it's about time I get a bit of music in my ears, get the headphones in, give me a wee bit of motivation, and get my ass kicked into gear. Alright, we have now been going for exactly a full hour. I'm 14k into the cycle and I've made it to the airport, which is right over there behind them trees on the other side of me. Singapore's famous Changi airport. We've been there quite a few times. We actually done like was it a 16-hour layover there about a year ago, which was flipping insane, but there's so much to do and see in that airport. You could spend a lot longer there. I'll actually link the video up here somewhere you can go check it out. Very, very cool spot. We're going strong, and our next main location that we're hoping to reach is going to be the village of Changi, and then from there making our way up north. Woo! Let's go, lads! So just come through Changi Village there. I was going to stop off for a bit of breakfast, but there's not too much happening. It's still early morning, so a lot of the shops and the wee restaurants and cafes and stuff are still only opening up. So I'm going to truck on for another wee while. I am walking at the minute because you're kind of meant to walk through some of the city parts and the pedestrian areas. It's not really just the correct thing to do to ride the bike. And then yeah, we'll get back on the road and we will head to wherever the next destination is. So it turns out I've actually been quite far off route for this past like 30 minutes or so. I was like cycling the whole way through like a kind of city centre town kind of area. Lots of construction and development going on. And I was like, this is not the coastal route I thought I was going on. Then I checked my map and I was just off altogether. But I am back on track now. We're back in another park area right along the coast, and I was just filling up my water bottle right here. And wait till you see this, I just found the cutest wee note. So this is a wee letter that says, "Hi, I'm Granan Sylvia and I manage this umbrella sharing outreach project alone. I'm 70 years of age, half deaf and hard in walking too." So basically this is a wee old lady that has started an outreach project with these umbrellas. She's just leaving them around different places. She says in this poster that she's 180 locations that she drops off umbrellas all around Singapore, and they're just for people who need them whenever it starts randomly raining, and then she asks you to return them. It's just the cutest wee note I think I've ever seen. I've never seen a wee project kind of like that done before. I think it's a great idea because here in Singapore it can rain literally out of nowhere and super heavy, so I'm sure that has come in really handy for a lot of people before. Woo!
Look at this bad boy. Tapir has been seen in the area. If you encounter it, move away from it. What even is it? I've never even seen something like that before, I don't think. Look at the snout on it. Oh, maybe we will encounter you, maybe we'll see you yet. And we're holding up the bypass. Me and my dad's having a top laugh. Said I'm looking 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm looking 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB.
So I'm a wee bit pissed off. I just realised that my watch, which I had set this morning to record my journey, wasn't actually recording for a wee bit there. It's linked to my phone. I've got my earphones in. And it was doing a thing for like every time I done 1 kilometre, it would tell me like, you've done 1 kilometre in, you know, 3 minutes 20 seconds and your heart rate is this and you need to do this and blah blah blah. And it was getting super annoying, so I done like a wee change on my phone to try to get it to stop. Turned out I actually turned off the tracker on it for like maybe 40 minutes there, and for some reason it was tracking the time that I was doing, but it wasn't tracking the distance, so very annoying. I'll not get an accurate read at the end. But over here to the right hand side of me we've got Coney Island. Oh, I've got a fan coming up. Hello. Safety first, let him pass. But yeah, as I was saying, over here to this side of me on the right hand side we've got Coney Island, which is another location in Singapore. And myself and Aisling are hoping to go and visit over the next couple of weeks. To be honest, I don't actually know what's there. I've just somewhere else in the city or in the country that I'm aware of, that I've heard about, so I thought we'll go check it out someday. If you do know what's there, or if you're from Singapore and you've been, please let us know in the comments. Is it actually worth our while? And then right over to the left hand side here, I don't know if you can see, but over that grass bank, we just have loads of houses, loads and loads of flats, apartments, like a really built up area. Yeah, so we're right in the north of the country now, so we're going well, going very well. The path so far has been lovely for probably 80% of it, all through park connectors, lovely cycling routes, loads of trees, loads of shade too, which has been great. But I do need to stop and get a wee bit extra sun cream on because today I'm gonna burn. And this right here is what I'm attempting to do today. For some reason it's called the PCN here. But from what I was aware, it's actually called the RIR, the Round Island Route, and it's only actually half completed at the minute, so only 75k off the route is actually available through these park connectors that I'm on, and then the extra 75k is still being kind of in development or whatever. So once I get out of this park connector and maybe the next one, I'm kind of on my own in terms of being on the road and cycling, trying to figure out my own route, so that should be interesting. We'll wait and see. 18 years and on her 18th birthday he found out it wasn't his. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no... Ooh, okay, I am ready for this, but we have finally stopped off for breakfast. Also just was thinking of this, that I've been saying we all morning. It's normally me and Aisling, and that's why I say we, but today it's just me. So I just need to get that right from now on. But anyway, I've come into like a wee like hawker centre, food court kind of area. I was really struggling to find somewhere, to be perfectly honest. I needed to go for breakfast. I forgot to take a lock for the bicycle this morning, and because the bike's not mine, I've borrowed it from a friend. I want to make sure it doesn't get stolen, so I'm sitting like right beside all the bikes outside here. But yeah, I couldn't find anywhere that I was able to like sit beside the bicycle to make sure just that nobody would steal it. It's Singapore, I know it's safe, but like still better safe than sorry. I've got myself a bit of a feast here. I went for a rice with loads of scrambled egg, some chicken curry that looks like it's filled with bone, to be honest with you, and a pork sausage with some sambal. So yeah, it looks pretty good apart from all the bone in the chicken. Of course, a wee iced coffee as well to keep me going, and I got myself a nice big bottle of cold water, so I need that to keep hydrated. So I'm going to get stuck into this, hopefully not mess around too long, because I do want to keep going. I want to make it home before it gets dark, all being well, so... Whoa. But I'm so ready for this feeding. It's been 5 hours from I started this morning. I had no breakfast this morning, so I am literally running on nothing. Oh, chicken curry. I'm feeling like a wee bit of a weirdo sitting outside, to be honest. There is loads of people inside. It's packed. I'm in like a businessy industrial kind of area at the moment. It's 1 PM and everybody's just out in their lunch break. And outside here where I am, there's nobody, so I'm kind of like a bit of an outcast nearly. And I'm also the only foreigner here, so I'm getting quite a few looks anyway. And then I've also got the camera and I'm sitting talking to them at the table, so of course people's gonna look. But yeah. So far the cycle has been going great. My body is full of energy still. I have a lot more left in me. I'm about halfway there. I've done about 66k according to my watch that's tracking me, sorry. And I know it's a wee bit off, so I'm going to say I've done around 75, which is exactly half of the journey. So it's going good, and I'm trying to wonder what would Aisling actually be up to at the moment.
You might be wondering, why am I here and not completing this crazy challenge with Eoin? And if you have been following along our channel recently, you'll know that we have started teaching English online. And thankfully, we have got so many lessons. And today, I'm teaching, but thankfully Eoin had a little break in his schedule to go and cycle around the country like a madman. But you know what, I don't think I'm even complaining. I feel like I would have been complaining if I was there. My knees would be sore, and I'm much better here just chilling out, enjoying a coffee and a much needed lie-in. And thankfully recently I have been sleeping so well, and that is all thanks to our new masks with Manta Sleep. Manta Sleep are one of the leading sleep masks and sleep accessories companies out there at the moment, with a wide range of masks available depending on what you are looking for. We have decided to go for the Pro mask, and it comes in a little box like this. Inside you will get a mask. You will also get some earplugs just so that you want to tune out any bad noises if you're on a bus, a train, an airport, and you just want to get a good nap. You've also got this little carry case as well, which is really handy. We absolutely love these masks because personally I'm quite a light sleeper, so if there's a bit of light coming in through the window at night time, or if we're on a bus during the day and I am just really tired, I can pop on my sleep mask. Woohoo! And I can put this on and I know that I am going to get a great night's sleep or nap while we're on the go. If you're looking to get one of these masks or check out one of the many other options available on the website, head over to mantasleep.com. Here you can check out the cool mask, the steam mask, the weighted mask, and they also have a sound mask as well. Check out the link down in the description below. And if you are interested in purchasing one of these bad boys, then you can use our code Eoin&Aisling10 at the checkout for an additional 10% off. So a big thank you to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this section of the video, but now it's time to get back to Eoin and see what he's getting up to.
Aye aye, we are back refueling, re-energized, let's keep pushing. So the area we're in at the minute is very different compared to what you would imagine when you think of Singapore. All the houses are like old school black and white houses here. It is quite a different vibe. A lot more peaceful, a lot more quiet. There's very little traffic up here. And I'm making my way to Woodlands at the minute. Oh. So I hopefully don't have much longer to go to get there. That's where the border crossing is to get into Malaysia, over to Johor Bahru that we've used a couple times as well. And I'm now officially off
the RIR, the Round Island route, and I'm on my own. I don't know if you were able to hear that or not, but there was some mad chanting going on from that bit of forest there. I don't know whether they were doing some sort of yoga practice, I don't know, meditation, who only knows. So I know it's super loud, but right here is the crossing for the border into Malaysia. This road right here is actually the bridge that takes you right over to Johor Bahru, which is the bordering city here with Singapore. We've actually crossed it a few times. I think we've crossed it maybe 2 or 3 times, myself and Aisling. It's an experience in itself, it's pretty cool. And just in the distance you can see all them big tall skyscraper buildings. That's all Malaysia right over there. Check out this building. It's incredible. Oh.
Alright, I am now up in the very northwest part of Singapore, and I've come to a wetlands area which I've decided is going to be part of my route. It is like a coastal path as such, and there's like another park you can go through, so I decided to do it for that reason and also for another reason. Here there is meant to be wild crocodiles roaming around the ponds, the lakes, the waters, the grass areas, and I've just come into the place 2 minutes and I've already spotted this sign right behind me that says watch out for the crocodiles, to stay clear of the water's edge. So that has got me pretty excited. That's getting the heart racing if the cycle's not. So I've got my eyes peeled. I'm on the hunt to find a crocodile just roaming wild here. So that's the new goal for the temporary goal. I want to see one of them and then we will continue, but I don't want to leave here until I have spotted one. Oh, do you see him? Do you see him? Do you see him going into the water? Oh, he's a big monitor lizard, him. That big guy just scared the absolute bejesus out of me. I was walking along the path here and then you just hear loads of rustling right beside me in the ditch, and it was that big monitor lizard there just scurrying away. Every wee noise I hear, I'm now very alert, watching, listening, hunting for crocodiles. So there is literally nobody else around the wetlands area here at all. I haven't seen another person since I come in. There's a wee reception kind of area, and there is a lady behind a desk there, but in terms of people, there's nobody. There's signs for snakes, monitor lizards, crocodiles, monkeys, loads of different species of birds, but I've seen nothing. I've seen a couple of birds, but I've seen nothing else. Oh, I've seen a turtle too, but yeah, apart from that, there's nothing else going on, and I can't believe there's no people either. I did hear on the Singaporean news a couple of weeks ago there was a crazy snake battle that took place. Holy shit. I see a croc. Oh my god, he's way out at sea. So, I know you can't, oh, you can't even make it out, can you? There. That, my friend, is a big ass crocodiler. A crocodile? A crocodile. And I can see loads of ripples in the water and movement from where the crocodiles must be. They're just not close, man. Forget about it. Right, we're going back to the bike and getting this mission kick-started again.
It is now raining. I thought this was gonna happen. The skies were getting very grey. There was quite a few rumbles as well, so I think there's going to be a bit of thunder. There was a wee burst of lightning about 10 minutes ago. I'm hoping it just passes over quickly and doesn't hang around too long, because I still have a bloody long trip ahead of me. And I hope my bag is waterproof. I've got my game camera in it, I'm using my GoPro at the minute. I've got my earphones and a few things that can't get wet, so let's hope for the best. Woo! My knees are sore. My ass is sore. The bloody saddle in this seat is tensy. It's going right into my ass. And my neck's sore from like leaning over as well, but we're getting there. Come on! Woo! The rain is cold. Not even in a nice way. And it's getting heavier. Holy shit, it is getting really heavy now. I might even have to go in somewhere and shelter for a bit. There was a massive big rumble of thunder there.
The wind's picking up. I've had to come off the road. I'm cycling on the footpath too because it's just too dangerous out in the road, I reckon. And I'm flipping cold. I'm so cold. Not enjoyable, not the end of this that I was hoping for, that I was looking for, but we're here. We're here. Oh my god. It is literally getting heavier. It's been lashing for close to an hour now. I'm really worried about my bag and the camera. Oh, not cool. Actually, look at my hands. It's like I've spent too long in the bath of the swimming pool. That's how wet it is. So it has finally, thankfully, stopped raining. It's still drizzling a tiny wee bit, but it's nothing compared to what it was earlier. And I'm pretty much in the downtown area, so in the big banking, businessy area at the minute. All the big tall skyscrapers are above me. I'm coming up to the Marina Bay Sands in about 5 minutes, hopefully. Woo. And there she is, MBS, the Marina Bay can't even talk. The Marina Bay Sands Hotel, right in front of me, man. I'm gonna go cycle right underneath it. It's so impressive, no matter how many times you see it. It is just massive. Maybe someday we'll be able to stay there. That would be the goal. I do know you can go up to the top to the observation deck and just get a view all around. You don't actually have to be staying there to that. I think you have to like pay for that and then get a drink or a meal or whatever as well. And right behind me over here is a queue. I mean a big queue of people that I had to just squeeze past, that are all waiting for the doors to open to the observation deck. So it mustn't open until the evening time. But man, it's just impressive is an understatement. Like, so at the moment I'm at the end of the hotel, so I'm going to go over to here, which is Helix Bridge, and cross it, and then a straight sailing home. Okay, so a few annoying things just happened. Number one, I have taken the wrong road somehow, but kind of purposely. On my maps there was a pedestrian bridge right over this water here that we could take to get over to the East Coast Park that just doesn't exist. So really I needed to be on this big bridge way up here, and I couldn't find my way around, so I wasted a bit of time doing that. And number two is I just took a 25-minute long clip on the GoPro that I didn't even know I was taking. So my battery's basically dead. But it's not the end of the world. We have a longer route now to get home. We have to go the whole way around the water. Over there is the National Stadium, which is relatively close to where we're staying currently at the East Coast Park area. So yeah, I've just gave myself a longer cycle home, and honestly my knees are buckled at this stage. They're going to need a good rest tonight. We have finally made it back into the East Coast Park. We are on the last stretch, the last of this stage, and my knees are absolutely buckled. They are honestly in agony, but I reckon in under 15 minutes maybe that I could be home sitting on the sofa with a beer in my hand. And by God, I deserved it today, I'll tell you that. This has been hard. It has been a struggle, it has been a push, and as I said at the start, I am not a cyclist, and I would classify myself as like averagely fit. Yeah, I would say I'm about average. But after the day, I might be underselling myself there. Might be a bit more fitter than I thought, but I think it's going to take some time for me to recover from this one. I can't wait to get home, see Aisling, get some food, and sit down and relax. Nearly there. Oh, and there she is. Home. Finally. Hello.
How'd you get on?
Oh, good. Oh, my knees are so sore. Success, lads. Oh, my knees are killing me. It's actually ridiculous. The whole coastline cycle of Singapore complete. I can hardly even talk. My body's just like drained out. But according to my tracker the day, you probably can't see that, it's very white in the screen, I'll just pop it up here somewhere. I have completed 127.73k, but we know from earlier on that it didn't record for like maybe 30-40 minutes or something, so I'm going to throw an extra like 10k on top of that. We rounded up roughly about 140k total is what I cycled today, and the workout time there is 11 hours and 41 minutes, which I am buzzing about. I did, however, pause it during my breakfast break, so that was maybe another like 25 minutes there. So under 12 hours, the whole coastline of Singapore cycled in under 12 hours. That is scandalous, honestly, can't believe it. Proper buzzing, I'm proud of myself that I've done it. But I'll tell you something, I'll not be doing something like that again anytime soon. Oh.